Um, hey, how's it going? It's been a while. Um, really haven't felt like doing any videos really. Plus, packing everything up at the moment. Moving, hopefully soon. So that's another reason. Haven't been doing videos. So, but I kind of had an idea, and I thought, fuck it, let's just do a video today. So yeah. Also, got just got Full Metal Jacket in the mail, so yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I want to talk about movies I loved as a kid. I just want so movies I loved as a kid is very different from movies I love now. There's some I still liked that I still like from when I was a kid, but taste change, and yeah. So let's just start talking about them. So in no order, I wrote it just down a bunch of movies that I remember loving as a kid, like for some reason. So yeah. First we got Batman Forever. Batman Forever. As a kid, I was really into Batman. I remember I had a Batman car I got as a present when my sister was born. Also really liked the animated cartoon growing up. And with Batman Forever, I remember I had the Batman Forever cards, and I remember we got these two special cards, and if I ever find them, I will probably just do a video just talking about them. I've always kept them, I just don't know where they are. And also got these drinking glasses, either from Macca's or Hungry Jack's, and yeah. So I was really excited about seeing Batman. It was like my first Batman movie on the big screen. I remember seeing it, and I loved it. As a kid, I fucking loved that movie. It was so good. I remember even playing the video game, either on the PlayStation 1 or the Mega Drive, maybe. Can't remember. But anyway, I love that game as a kid. I recently tried to play it. I don't like that game anymore, but the movie I loved. I'm just loving it. I was a big fan of Jim Carrey. I just love Batman, and it was just so much fun as a kid. Going back, rewatching it after so many years, after people going, "Oh, this movie is so bad," it's still a lot of fun. Forever is a lot of fun. It's it's not a serious Batman. It's just like it's got this fun vibe to it, and I really like it still. It's still a fun movie. Definitely, Two-Face. Yeah. So when I was growing up as a kid, like Pixar made their big entrance with movies like Toy Story. So A Bug's Life is a movie I loved as a kid. I had one of the games on the PS1. I remember again the novelization book from school library. From the book fair, and I remember I ordered it, and I was so excited to get it, and I finally got it and read it. I can't remember if I saw it at the movies. I think I did see it in the movies. But yeah, I remember loving Bugs Life. I just thought, as a kid, I was really into bugs. I had this fucking bug thing. I tried to catch bugs. But yeah, Bugs Life I loved. Also, Toy Story. That was big. Toy Story was a big movie as a kid. I remember going to it with my sister, my mum, and her friend, and her kids, I think. But I remember coming out of it and getting a Toy Story pencil case. I can't remember if we won it or maybe my mum bought it for me. But yeah, I remember having a Toy Story pencil case, yeah. And yeah, I just loved it. I remember even playing the video game. Maybe that was for the second one, but I can't remember. Was there one for the first one? I can't remember. But yeah, I loved it. I remember we even had, when it came to VHS, we had a copy on VHS when it came out. And yeah, we didn't have like the biggest VHS collection growing up, but we had the movies that we loved. So yeah. Also, what Small Soldiers. For me as a kid, Small Soldiers felt like a live action Toy Story, but more adult. That's why I think I loved Small Soldiers. But to this day, I still love that movie. Toy Story, yeah. Like for Small Soldiers, I remember getting the game for one Christmas. I had on the PlayStation 1. I remember I had two of the books. I had the novel, and I had this book like it was a bio. It was all about the characters and that. That was really cool. And I had one of the toys. I had the toy that maybe I had more than one, but the one toy I remember having from the movie was the one that gets fucked up in the movie. He's all wrecked and they put him back together. I forget his name. But yeah, I loved Small Soldiers, and it's still a fun movie to this day. The South Park movie. Growing up, watching South Park, I was obsessed with South Park. I had like 3 or 4 T-shirts. I had an Eric Cartman watch that talked. I played, some of the video games, the PS1 video games. I had the soundtracks to the movie, and I had the Chef Aid soundtrack, which is fucking... If you've never listened to Chef Aid soundtrack, it's awesome, but also the episode is so fucking awesome. But yeah, I had a bag, I had a South Park bag, I had a South Park hat. Yeah, I had a lot of South Park shit. Yeah, and like most Christmases, I got something from South Park because everyone knew I love South Park. So yeah, so when the movie came out, it was a big deal for me. I had to see it. But the only problem was, it was rated MA 15 plus, so I couldn't see it. I was underage, so I went with my father, and yeah, I love that movie. Like, it's basically a musical, but it's so fucking awesome. That movie, is so good. Like someone as a big fan, like it's just awesome. But anyway, yeah. Terminator 2, because it was on fucking TV all the time. I used to watch that all the time. Whenever it was on TV, I would watch it. Yeah, I just loved it. And I don't think at the time I even saw the first one yet. And I remember I had no clue about the first one, but I just loved, Arnold as this fucking machine, and then there's the liquid dude. I just thought it was just, as a kid, that's just fucking awesome. And yeah. The Power Rangers movie, the Power Rangers movie, was one of the first movies I remember seeing on the big screen. I love the Power Rangers. I remember every day after school, coming home, doing homework, and watching Power Rangers. Love that. I was so into the Power Rangers. I had the board game. I don't know if I ever had any of the video games. I did have a White Power Ranger toy. I was a big fan of the White Ranger. But yeah, the movie was such a big deal. And yeah, it was so awesome. I remember even after seeing that, I had to, I had the VHS copy. That's how much I loved it. Going back and watching it like a couple of years ago, it doesn't hold up. But yeah, as a kid, I loved it. Deep Blue Sea. I had to do this project in school on sharks, and I got really into sharks, and yeah, Deep Blue Sea was just a fucking killer movie about sharks, and yeah, it's still a fun movie. Rugrats movie, that first movie, big deal. Grew up watching Rugrats. It was just one of the first Nickelodeon shows I got into, and yeah, it was just so much fun. And then a movie on the big screen was like, wow, awesome, and seeing it, and yeah, just fucking loving it. Yeah. Like fucking the Adam Sandler movies from Billy Madison, The Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore. Fucking Happy Gilmore. Yeah, them Adam Sandler movies were like so funny as a kid growing up. They were like everyone would talk about the Adam Sandler movies, and they came out at the perfect time, and they were hilarious. And yeah, was a big fan as a kid. And the Pokemon movie. Now, if you're into Pokemon, you were hyped for this. If you weren't, you weren't. But man, like I had like Pokemon Red and Yellow on the Game Boy. I had the trading cards. I loved the cartoon. I watched that every morning before school. Yeah, I was really into Pokemon, and when the movie was coming out, the hype for that movie was, everyone was hyped for that movie. And I remember seeing it, and you got like a free Pokemon card after watching or before watching it. That movie was so good. I still like it to this day, but it was really good as a kid. Like you never saw anything like it. Like if you haven't seen it, like fucking Ash nearly dies, and that doesn't happen in the fucking TV show. It gets fucking emotional. So yeah, fucking love that. Oh, Dennis the Menace is another one. Yeah, I think we had that taped. That's what I love about the VHS days, man. You just tape stuff off the TV. That's why we didn't have a big like official collection like of movies. Like a lot of stuff. We had so many blank tapes of just taped. Yeah, I loved them days. Them days were fucking awesome. But yeah, Dennis the Menace was one of them movies I remember having taped, and yeah, we'd watch that movie a lot. Just it was so good. Like just him always getting in trouble and that, and yeah, that scene with the apple always used to freak me out, man. It was just, not freak me out. It was just creepy. So yeah, or even under the tunnel when he had him tied up and that. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in years. I don't know if I'm getting everything right in detail. So yeah, the original team movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Man, that movie was wow. Like I love the cartoon. I love the movie. Yeah, I love the Turtles as a kid. I owned it on VHS. That's one movie I watched so much because I think by the time VHS was over, my copy, because it was in this like kind of brick kind of thing, case, and it was all like smashed to how the case was. That's how much I'd watch that movie. And man, today if I had that, I'd try to keep it perfectly nice. But as a kid, you don't give a fuck. But the movie, it was creepy, man. Like it was a very dark movie, but for a kid like watching it, man, you wouldn't get a movie for a kid like that. Like the Shredder stuff always used to freak me out. Like definitely that scene, his introduction, to see him with the cape coming through. I think it's like an alleyway or something. Yeah, yeah, great movie. Space Jam. Like I fucking love the Looney Tunes. I was brought up on Looney Tunes. And Space Jam was just so cool. Like it was the first like live action kind of animated movie I remember. It was so different. I remember even having the video game. Or no, I didn't have. I rented it. I remember that. But yeah, I just thought it was awesome. I have the Tarzos of it, the little Tarzo. If you know what Tarzos are, I had the Space Jam ones. It was just Space Jam was just so fun. Yeah. Yeah, it just seemed like Bugs Bunny interacting with Michael Jordan, and I didn't know who Michael Jordan was at the time. So yeah, it's fucking awesome movie. The two Austin Power movies were just fucking great. Like, yeah, just so funny. I didn't probably at the time. Would I? I don't know if I saw GoldenEye before or after Austin Powers, but how he just it's a satire on the spy genre. It's so funny, and just all the jokes in it. Definitely with his penis and that penis enlarger or whatever. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's just great stuff. Yeah, I love Austin Powers. The Jurassic Park movies, the first two movies. As a kid, I loved Lost World more than the first one, because I saw Lost World. I saw in cinemas. I think I saw the first movie on TV or something, and I just thought Lost World was more fun. It had one of my favorite dinosaurs also in it. As a kid growing up, I loved dinosaurs, and yeah, like a little like a roll on my shelf of just dinosaurs. I'd get. I was gonna say buy, but as a kid, I didn't buy fucking shit. Yeah, so yeah, I was really into it. But now, like, I think the first one is way better than the second one. Like, I love that. I still think that them little green things, that scene where they eat that fucking dude, is still creepy as fuck, man. But yeah, also the first Babe movie is another one I loved as a kid. There's talking animals. There was something about talking animals back in the 90s. There was a lot of the movies, but Babe was one of the best ones, I think. On a farm, you had all these talking animals. The second one went to the city, but the first one, man, was special. Yeah, my mum would always watch it, and then I would always watch it. So yeah, Men in Black, the first movie, just great stuff. I remember it. I had a obsession with Men in Black. I loved that movie. I remember the cartoon. It was either in the mornings before school, or it was like a Saturday morning kind of thing that came on. And even though none of the voice actors came back, it was so good, that cartoon. And then I really wanted the Men in Black toys, but the ones I wanted were really expensive, and I wasn't allowed to get them. So yeah, if I ever did see the one I always wanted as a kid, I'd probably buy it, even though it'd probably be twice as dear now. Jumanji is another one I loved as a kid. I just like, that's another one that had a cartoon. Loved the cartoon, but the movie itself, Robin Williams, big Robin Williams fan. But I just thought the idea is, because we, as a kid, we would always play a lot of board games. Yeah, we got like a lot of board games for Christmas, and we'd play them. I remember Monopoly, fucking this game called Trouble. There's probably others like, did we have Snake and Ladders? I think we did. Yeah, but just a board game coming to life was just an awesome concept, and I just loved that. So yeah. And lastly, Spawn. I remember for my birthday, we're going to go to the movies for my birthday, and we're going to choose a movie. And Spawn was coming out. I remember seeing previews. I knew nothing about Spawn. I did not know nothing about Spawn. I said, I want to see that. And it's like a kids' fucking movie. And I got to bring a bunch of my friends, and yeah, it was great just watching Spawn on the big screen. And I think we were the only kids in the movie theater. It was awesome. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, Spawn, great. Fucking loved it. Really, it was probably I don't know. It was the first, like, more mature superhero movie that I loved. And then I remember, afterwards, I remember finding a Spawn toy, and I wanted it, and I got it. I loved it. Yeah, it was one of my favorite toys as a kid. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's movies I loved as a kid. There's probably more I'm forgetting. There's not a lot of horror or anything on there, because even though I watched a lot of horror as a kid, I didn't love them as a kid. There'd be ones like, oh yeah, they're good, they're interesting, but can I watch the Turtles movie for a 400th time, that kind of thing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about movies I loved as kids. Some of them are still great, some of them don't hold up. So yeah, yeah, kind of in the mood to make videos again, so we'll try to do that while I'm moving. So hopefully, yeah, I can make it more. I do have a couple of ideas for some videos I want to do. I really want to talk about I'm really watching a lot of like animated stuff at the moment, so I want to talk about like animated movies and TV shows I love. So yeah, that might be the next couple of videos, who knows. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, I just would love to just do a month just talking about animated movies, TV shows, you know. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.